All right, it's tonight. It's June 26th, is it? I forgot the date.
25th.
The 25th, and it's 2008. So what does that mean? We're live tonight.
God, this is our first live show since when?
Been quite a while, guys. But anyway,
Gonna come soon enough.
Well, let me introduce our panel here, or my co-host here. To my left, Mr. Eric Cohen, Jeff Galashaw, Mike Foltz. All right, everybody. Well, today we're going to be discussing a few things. First thing, we're going to be doing a little mini tribute to Stan Winston, and we're going to talk about some of the summer movies. I think that's a good idea, don't you guys?
But we should also remind people that that they can call up.
Yeah, well, we'll flash the number up in just a moment.
Yeah.
And we'll take your calls today. And
if you have a great Stan Winston story that you'd like to tell us,
or no, if a movie of his that you like, but actually we're mostly be talking about the summer movies, but we're going to talk about Stan Winston just very briefly.
We're just going to do a shout out.
Shout out to
Just
him,
nice
and because I mean the man was a terrific makeup effects artist who started out originally as an actor, and he got into makeup design at the Walt Disney Studios, which led to a makeup career. And he first started out in a film called Gargoyles, which actually earned him an Emmy Award. I don't know if you guys know that.
I did not know that, Edwin.
Yeah, I'm a big Stan Winston fan.
I mean, if you think about it, in a way, Stan Winston is kind of king of the summer movies. Like, he's been responsible for really putting his mark on a lot of memorable blockbusters throughout the years, and a lot of those were films that took place in the summer.
He also didn't just create like I guess you say special effects, like I guess the Terminator, but he also did like a realistic makeup to make people like appear older, and he did, like really terrific makeup. He actually was another movie he did called The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, where he aged Cicely Tyson, and he was a very, very he did everything. He also did animatronics, which I thought was very interesting because he didn't just do makeup.
Well, he actually
and visual effects
made animatronics an art form, and he had huge attention to detail. I have a quasi-cool Stan Winston story.
Please share it.
I went to high school in England, and I went to an American high school there, and there was a student that came in just for like half a year. Turned out it was Matt Winston, Stan Winston's son, and Stan Winston was in town to do Aliens, which was being shot at Pinewood Studios at the time. I just thought it was really cool. I got to meet Stan Winston's son, Matt, who's now a fairly successful actor. He's not a star, but he's been in a lot of things. But yeah.
And didn't you get to see the bust of the T-1000 robot?
Nope.
No, that was before. So T-1000 wasn't until 1991, my friend. You're thinking of T-800.
No, I actually heard this story. He's hungover and amnesic right now, and he was saying that he saw the head of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, the head. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And that's the T-800.
First of all, he started out and called me a liar.
Oh, here we go.
Does anybody have a good Stan Winston story out?
Now we're going to talk about
not as good as
that's our shout out. We're going to move on.
Well, we're going to move on, but I want to say Stan Winston didn't direct too much, but he did direct one film, and it's the highly underrated Pumpkinhead, which is a terrific little folktale, which really does have a great Southern feeling to it.
Which I thought was terrible.
So did I.
I liked the original Pumpkinhead.
So boring.
And I think his most underrated film that he did makeup effects on would be the 1981 classic Dead and Buried, which has some really terrific effects.
Dead and Buried is a cool film.
Very well made film.
I wrote a screenplay called The Spear of Destiny, which was my World War II horror film, and I submitted it to Stan Winston Productions. Never heard anything from it. That's my Stan Winston story.
Well, that's a story to tell, isn't it?
I saw Aliens. I mean, that's my Stan Winston story.
But finally, we just mentioned, of course, Stan Winston. We should just mention the films that he's best known for, of course, which is Terminator, Aliens, Terminator 2, and countless other films. But those were probably his work with Jim Cameron.
Park.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jurassic Park. Let's not forget.
Lest
that.
we not forget.
All right. Well, let's talk
Whatever.
about the summer
Yeah.
films. What would you? Let's say this.
Do we even tell people? People don't even know who Stan Winston is. He died. That's why we wanted to give a shout out.
Also, George Carlin
Died
died and
last
Dodie
week.
Goodman. So whatever.
Elijah Wood is still alive, though, folks.
All right. Well, let's get into the summer movies.
career
This
might not be,
the
but
summer
he
movie
is.
season started off early this year, and I guess you could say the first big summer film of the year was Iron Man. Would you guys agree with me on that?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say so.
One of
And,
the
But we're
only-
gonna hold off on that because
We will just say that we'll be doing
That's a future show.
We'll be doing a show in the future with Iron Man, the Hulk, and of course The The Dark Knight comes out, of course. But also we have talked about previously about Indiana Jones, which was a huge disappointment to Eric and myself.
Yes.
And can you name some of the other films you've seen this summer that you've kind of enjoyed or did?
I think that I can't because we're all going to talk about them in another episode.
And whose idea was this damn
You
show?
just listed all these titles. It's like, well, those are all the summer
Exactly.
movies.
There goes like most
You
of
want
the
to see
ones I've
Speed
seen.
Racer?
You know, I wanted to see Speed Racer, but it got such horrible reviews that I just could no longer sit there and go, you know, I want to spend $12 just to see what the Wachowskis are doing with their new FX.
Please flash that number on again, because this is the poorest directed show ever.
Well, I
that's my
wanted to
crew.
see Speed
Us.
Racer, but then I bought a book. That's
Okay.
it. That's the whole story.
That would be the book files then.
I know.
I think we have a call. Okay,
we
put
have
it
a
through.
call?
Miracle.
Put the call through. Do we have a call? Okay, no, we don't. This is not a good idea tonight.
How do we
live
know
show.
if someone's calling in or not? Who's
You're a
gonna let-
terrible producer because you keep saying
There's
this is
our
a
call.
Wait, do we
terrible-
have a call?
Nope,
They-
that's a
they hung
dial
up.
tone.
We have a dial tone. I can hear that. Okay, this is a good idea. Good night, guys. Okay.
Stop it, jeez.
This will be going to the top.
You know,
of
our
YouTube.
producer.
What?
I
No,
don't
wait,
know
wait,
how long-
yo.
If he
Wait.
could
Let the hungover guy talk.
I have a headache out of this.
What are we looking forward to this summer that's yet to come out?
Hellboy 2.
Hellboy
Dark
2.
Knight.
Definitely.
The
Dark
Dark
Knight, most definitely.
That's probably my number one movie this summer.
Right.
Tropical Thunder for me.
I gotta say, I
Oh, we
was.
got a caller.
Oh.
No, operator.
No, that's the
This
operator.
live show is going so smooth.
Why can't?
Awesome.
Don't we have
Crank
a
it
phone
up.
to hang up or something?
Crank it up.
God, this is how I feel. Okay. The movie. What's the movie are you not looking forward to? How about that? Me, Hellboy 2, which I think is a piece of shit. I'm sorry, guys.
How can you
Oh,
say it's
God,
a
you
piece
just
of
had to
shit
start.
before you haven't even seen it?
Seen
That's
the
guy-
original, I hate
This
it.
is the guy, folks. Our producer loves The Hills Have Eyes 2, the remake, but he refuses to give Hellboy 2 a shot. Now, any rube that with an IQ of 70 could look at the effects on Hellboy 2 and the makeup and
Effects do
everything
not
and
make a
go,
movie. Effects
this
do not make a
looks
movie."
fantastic.
Oh, I
It
hear
was
another
the only
dial tone.
saving. Well,
A dial tone.
Pumpkinhead. The only saving grace was the monster. The film's horrible.
Hello. Yes,
Hello?
yes.
Oh,
I
wait,
hear a
wait.
dial tone in the background, but yes.
I don't know. I like Steve Carell, but I didn't see the movie. I was a little nervous about it. Plus, by the way, yeah. Caller?
you.
Caller, you still there?
Oh, this is.
I kind of wanted to see Get Smart, but then again, it comes down to do I
Thank
want to
you,
spend,
whoever that was, for calling, though.
Thank
do
you.
I want to spend $12 on a movie where I can see Steve Carell on The Office? So
That makes me angry because I mean that's another thing too is I'm more selective these days because of the ticket prices. I just can't believe I go with my wife to a movie and it's like $24 and then I come out and I go, wow, I just got reamed on that one. You know, I mean, you really are more selective of what you want to see.
and I found out that it's really up to the theaters on raising prices, which I think is very interesting. It's
A lot
up
of
to
the
their
independent
discretion.
theaters.
There's no laws.
They don't really have any choice because most they're making all their money's being made off a concession.
Yeah, and a lot of people are not even paying for the concessions because I mean it's like $6 for a soda, you know. And I mean people are just like, fuck that, I'll bring in my own soda, you know. I mean, I went with my wife. We went to see went to the Angelica, and we actually saw the
This is
Stuck.
even another pseudo caller.
Another call. I don't think this live show, this call-in is going too well tonight.
Apparently not.
But no, I went to the Angelica and I actually saw Stuck with my wife, and it turned out to be $24 for the tickets, and it was like $12 for concessions. So then you're talking $36.
I just
for
don't
one night
buy
out.
concessions. I just don't. I got out of that habit a long
How was
time
Stuck?
ago.
Oh, Stuck, I have to say, is one of the best films I've seen this year. I'm a big Stuart Gordon fan. I think he's the one director who I can honestly say has never made a movie that's totally sucked. I mean, I've always, even his lesser films, I could sit there
Bride
and
of
say,
Reanimator sucked.
he didn't direct that.
He did?
No,
I
he
gotta
didn't.
admit,
Brian using it.
Edmund
Edmund
wasn't that
sucked.
great.
Edmund
It
was
wasn't
not
that great.
bad though. It wasn't awful.
that great.
It wasn't bad though. I mean, he never made a movie that's like just like, oh my god, this movie sucks. He's never made anything like that. And anyway, even if he's only made one film, that's a pretty good career. 20 films and one suck, you know.
I respect what Stuart Gordon's done. I mean, he's a very unique director, but I don't know. Stuck just never appealed to me.
Wasn't that his film?
Stuck is.
I
Was he
was
the one who
interested
did the
in it.
doll film? What was it?
Oh, we got a caller.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, who is this?
What did you think of the movie Teeth?
Teeth. I actually, believe it or not, I actually was about to watch
Is
it.
this one of Edwin's friends?
Well, now this is Mike Reed from Corvus.
Oh, Michael Reed. Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
Turn that down a little bit.
Turn down. This is
Yeah,
Michael Reed.
okay.
How you doing? I know
Calm
Michael
down.
Reed. I like Teeth a lot, actually. I thought it was the dark humor really worked. That scene with the gynecologist was like something on Monty Python. It just got like it was like at one moment, but then it got really, really funny.
It was pretty wild.
I liked the film.
I heard
I was actually surprised by how much I liked it. I thought I wasn't going to like it.
I heard it's
that
very
much.
similar to a film. Another film you might like if you like that one is one called Fido, which actually stars Billy Connolly as a zombie.
That was like a spring film, spring release, right?
Yeah, it was
spring, winter.
But hey, I
Spring,
appreciate.
winter.
I'm grateful we got a call there. You know.
Well,
Someone I work with.
Well, thank you very much.
I get the gold
disagree with
star.
both of you, actually. I didn't really like it. I thought it was interesting, but I felt like it was just like second-rate David Lynch.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, who is this?
Hey, this is Melvin.
Hey, Melvin.
Hey, see the preview? Have you seen the preview for Eagle Eye?
No, I don't think so.
Unfortunately, no, I haven't.
With Shia LaBeouf?
Oh, yeah, the new Shia LaBeouf. It's an action flick, right? That's all we know. It's like no, it's
And
like
a
a
story
guy
by
on the run
Spielberg.
thing.
Shia LaBeouf in an action film.
I'm not a big side of beef guy.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, you guys were talking about how much you're always looking at the prices of the movies, and it's always a deal of trying to find out what movie is the best. The best for your money in terms of. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you can go to movies, see 4 movies, and they can suck, and there's like $40 right there.
True.
And if you're bringing somebody else with you, like a wife or girlfriend, I mean, you're talking $80,
Exactly.
$80, $90. So the reason why I called is to tell you you should check out this website, and you can watch every single film that's theatrically released for free. It's a live stream. Go to watchmovies.net. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to do your homework before you show up, just check
There
it out
you go,
online.
guys.
Would it
Is
be
this your
a coincidence
website?
that this person runs this website?
Yeah, do you run the website?
It's like from China or something, but they're actually this website. All the streams come from like China and Asia.
Oh, yeah.
Watchmovies.net. Okay.
Yeah, it's watch-movies.net.
But
Well,
can you
thank-
really bring a date to that? Like have your date like sit on your lap while you're watching it from your computer?
Even more interesting.
Well, if you have a large, I guess a large computer screen or something.
Well, that's one reason I'm a big fan of Netflix. I don't know if you're familiar with this. They actually just put out a device called the Roku Player, which allows you to actually stream the content over the web onto your TV, and they actually put up a lot of movies that have never been released on DVD on any format on this service.
Yeah.
You know, here's my thing. I completely understand this, and a lot of times I don't like going to movies because you got to pay your $12, and there's still some rude motherfucker that's talking, or a cell phone goes off or something.
Yeah.
But there's like really something magical too about going and experiencing
it's
the movie
very
theater
reverential.
experience.
Right, it's reverential in a sense. You're there in the movie theater, it gets dark, there's a curtain. But, like, for
curtain anymore.
example, I wanted to go see The Happening, but I saw it online, and I'm like, wow, you know what? I don't have to, like, spend whatever now.
Okay. Now
You know
Why
I
would you want to see the happening in the first place?
I actually have a question. Do you feel better that you know that you didn't spend $12 on The Happening?
Well, if I like the film, I'll go see it.
No. The Happening itself. Did you like it?
Oh, well, I'm in the middle of watching it, and I'm kind of, like, zipping around here but it's really good. But at the
So you're actually watching The Happening while you're watching our show?
Well, I have it on pause right now.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I saw, like I saw Indiana Jones a couple of days ago, and the first time I watched it, I thought it was fantastic. I mean, I was like a little.
Oh.
We lost him.
Well, thank you very much for calling.
Don't worry
You
with
know,
our
this is-
call.
but you brought up. I mean, all these good points are being made. I mean, we could bitch and moan about how much you're charging. In
we're
terms
still
of
gonna
ticket
pay it.
prices, and we're still going to.
But
pay
it's a
it.
one-of-a-kind experience.
And it's a one-of-a-kind experience, but there is things like audiences, man, aren't helping the situation any.
No, and you
I mean,
can't
it's
complain.
like why are like, especially in this city, why are
Hello?
parents?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I didn't know if you let me on or not. Hello?
Well, you're on, brother.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Hey.
Good.
Hey.
Listen, I want to talk about a subject that everyone seems to be afraid of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the movie The Legend of I Am Legend.
The Legend of I Am Legend. That's the making of, right?
Right, that's a remake of Charlton Heston's movie.
The Omega Man, right?
Right,
Yes.
right.
Why is it? Why are people
and
fearing to
there's
talk about
Code
this film?
1, 2, 3, they're making another remake of that with Denzel Washington. I mean, why are people afraid to say it? I mean, it's like.
Sir, have you been drinking?
And someone else?
Have you been drinking?
No, I mean,
They're not
afraid of-
remaking a remake of I Am Legend. I don't think.
Are you kidding? Have you seen
No.
it?
That's not what he's saying.
No,
Oh.
he's
He's
talking
saying,
about
are you,
remakes.
sir, are you
of
talking
He's the one who's
about
been
remakes?
drinking.
Because I've been drinking,
Why
sir.
are people
One person at a time.
afraid to talk about the fact that these new movies coming out, a lot of them is remakes?
You know, that's funny because you brought that up. Our cohort said that there is such I guess you'd say, a dearth of like creative scripts out there.
Well, it's not that. It's like for some reason Hollywood thinks there's no better ideas than what's already out there, and let's just remake everything. And now it's like they're going to.
Yeah, and they're scared
Like,
to death.
I shit you not.
Jeff, go ahead.
Very soon, I just
let
want to
him
get this point out. Very soon, people are going to remake films now that were made a year ago.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
It's going to be that bad.
He's absolutely right.
But it's not unusual. This has been going back since like the early Hollywood days. Like in the 30s, they would like remake the same movie like once
I
every
hear
2
that
years.
there's another, because I looked on the internet, I hear that there's another production company is thinking about, you ready to fall out of your seats? Another remake of Psycho.
I'm too tired to fall out of my seat. I'm sorry.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, they
Right.
wanted to make a remake of The Birds, but I think the main reason that a lot of these studios are remaking movies is because these movies were hits in the first place, and the
Thank you.
studio heads,
Exactly.
they're afraid of losing their jobs so much that they're like, hey, it worked the first time, so if it does fail, it's like, it's not my fault because, you know, it worked the first time it came out, so how is this my fault?
Right.
But
Let me throw one more thing at you, then I'll hang
ahead.
up, okay?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. $14.85 for a large bag of popcorn? Come on. A hot dog? I don't mean that.
Well, you see, that's how the movie theaters make their money. You're not making anything off the tickets. So they jack up the prices because they got you trapped in there, and you're going to buy anything you want. But my original thing I was going to say, my big problem too is the audiences aren't helping. As long as you're willing to pay that stuff, they're going to keep charging for it. And as long as like you're a parent that takes your like 3-year-old daughter or son to a rated R film, you know, it's
amazing. Oh, one last thing, and then let me go, okay? Okay, check this out.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what the other guy brought up. You're sitting there, you're watching the movie. 10 minutes into it, some guy comes drifting through you. Excuse me. He's got cheese doodles juice flowing all over the place. He's stepping all over your
There's
foot.
nothing more I hate
His
than a big
Coca-Cola
tall glass of
is
cheese doodle
dripping
juice.
all over my pants, stepping on her shoes, and then there's a 14-year-old girl behind me on her cell phone talking about, did you see that cute guy in the bathroom? I mean, come on.
What about this one?
I want to meet you, sir.
What about this one? What about a rated R violent film that little kids are at? That's my favorite.
And the mother talking to the baby, come on, Judy, you can look at the movie. Hey, lady, I just spent $23 and I got this girl here, and I'm trying to get laid.
well, you know what? Hey, sir.
Preach on.
That mother has that kid at the movie because she can't afford the babysitter anymore because she's blowing it all in the movie theater.
Yep.
Why can't we in the movie, why can't we sitting in the movie, why can't we all get together and just go over to the mother and say, look, you got to go. I'm sorry.
Because you get shot.
Because as a movie audience, we're gutless.
Don't forget what happened. At
But
the
we're Americans. We're constantly distracted
Well, I
by
gotta say
stuff.
something here because I've been quiet about this whole time. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. In
But didn't you say this was a bad live show?
No, this is a good topic here because this is not about summer movies. There was this very famous story during The Godfather 3. This guy was waiting for it for like 17 years or 16 years, however long it was since The Godfather 2. He's waiting. He sees it first day, first show. There's a couple behind him talking nonstop. He's telling him to shut up. The guy said he wouldn't stop. He said, fuck you. The guy turned around, took a shotgun out, and blew them both away. And let me tell you, I know a lot of people were going, way to go. Because it's out of hand with the people in the audience. They're really ruining the movie. In fact, I just saw a movie this weekend, The Strangers, and the kids, of course, they're 14 years old, sneaking in, and they're talking about something else. They're just like having a conversation. Like they want the movie as a background noise. And I actually said, excuse me, I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Would you please leave if you're going to talk? Thank you. And
What happened?
They left.
Okay, yeah. Oh, the one last thing, and then I'm going. I'm really going.
Okay,
The
make
guy, the people who. Oh, I know. The movie theater. The best place to go before 11 o'clock is $6 at the 34th Street and 42nd Street Lowe's.
That's all the AMC theaters, just to let you know.
Right. If you get in there before If you get in there before 12 o'clock, it's $6, and then you can stay all day if you want to.
Yeah, but you
So-
gotta go to Times Square. I mean,
No, it's every
forget-
AMC.
That's why I said 34th Street. Forget Times Square. That's a death trap. God help you if a fire breaks out at the 42nd
We're all
Street
dead.
Road. You are AMC.
before you go,
are
what's your
toast.
name, caller? You're a very memorable caller.
Okay, now take care.
Wait,
No, what's your
What?
name?
Well, call us sometime again.
Yes,
We don't know why,
please.
so just, I know he's calling.
What is
caller
this?
ever.
I loved him.
He only said goodbye 4 times.
Hey, it's great. Anyway, but no, but actually, I was
what
telling you
more
about Stuck, or actually a little bit. I wanted to mention Stuck, finish that up. I want to say Stuck is something I think you'd all enjoy. Stephen Ray is such a great actor, and this is one of the best performances he's ever given. Gotta say that
I saw a
before.
trailer. You know, you mentioned what movies were we looking forward to. I saw a trailer for the new Spike Lee film, which I dare say will be his next epic. Which is Spike
Is
Lee.
this a summer release, though? I thought we were talking about just films coming up.
No. Well, the trailers that we saw this summer,
Oh, I
which
think
I
you're-
saw
you're
2 days
bending.
ago.
That's a different
Exactly.
subject.
So we can just go.
We just
That's
had,
okay,
we
why not?
just,
We
we
talked
just
about
had a
Iggy
call.
Pop,
we just
Stanley.
had a caller say goodbye 4 times.
Let him
Flash that number up again, please, if you could. And hopefully we'll have another call. I really enjoyed that last call. 'Cause,
I loved it.
What else is coming out?
I
this
saw,
summer?
well, I saw
hello?
the, yes.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Here we go.
We're getting hot.
All right.
What you guys? You just complain about the mainstream movies or what?
We complain about whatever sucks.
No, if we see like an indie film and it's garbage, I'll talk about. You know, man, let me tell you something. If a film
Wait,
is
hold on.
garbage,
Hold
we'll
on.
talk
Fake-
about it.
Fake Henry Rollins here. What I'm trying to say is like
Fake Henry Rollins, awesome.
You heard me. What I'm trying to say, I mean, did you check out like the Godard films? Anything happening at the Lincoln Center? Like Chris
Unfortunately,
Marker
yeah, the Godard films, they had Godard in the 60s. They had a whole retrospective at the Film Forum
Film
about
Forum.
that. Unfortunately, I did not go see it, and I'll tell you why. The main reason why is Netflix has made me a terrible Film Forum. I used to belong to Film Forum. I used to go all the time, but I'm very lazy now, and I just like renting them through Netflix. So I
Yeah,
ended
but
up
I thought
missing
you guys
them.
were talking about the experience about going to the theater.
No, it's
You
true.
I
can't
love
get
going
it
to the
at home.
theater.
I'm a hypocrite.
I love going to the theater, but the
I
problem
am.
I have is the audience and some of the
I
independent
would say
theaters.
an always good experience theater in Manhattan is Sunshine.
Sunshine's the best.
That's my
That's
favorite
my
theater in the
favorite
city.
movie theater. The audiences usually respect film, and there's good film.
Actually,
Or
I'm
the
glad you
Paris.
brought that up. One of the also another
Paris is
great,
good.
I love
another
the Paris.
great summer film that I saw this year is The Fall, which was
yeah, I
done by
wanted
Yes,
to see that.
I
Tarsem.
wanted to see that.
Tarsem Singh did a one. It's arguably maybe one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen in my life. It is gorgeous, and The Sunshine was a perfect theater see it because it's all stadium seating. It's the only, I think, indie film house that has stadium seating. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just curious.
Yes.
Who's single?
Oh, thanks.
Out of the 4 men, who's the single one?
There's actually a married guy and 2 single men right here.
I've been married for 12
Who's the
years.
single? The one in the red
And
shirt?
Eric is single too. Both these two in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
And who else?
That would be Eric.
This is Eric. Single man.
It's like,
Eric?
it's like a demo here.
Is there like a
Why you asking one of these guys out?
Who is this?
Yes, I am.
Which one?
Eric. I would ask out Jeffrey, but his beer sucks ass.
Oh, gee, thank you. I'm sorry. I am growing it for a reason. Not non-religious.
It really sucks.
Oh, I am sorry.
Have
Well,
you seen the
It
show
makes
before?
him look 20 years old.
I'm sorry I didn't have a beard.
You would have been sexy in one. But
I should have had a beard.
Why do you
is
have
the
beard
caller
anyway?
still there?
That
Yeah,
was
I'm
a,
still
that-
here.
okay.
I still wanna date
You're
with
actually my
Eric.
new favorite caller.
Well, thank you. It's very nice of you.
I will shave the beard before the next broadcast.
Okay, good idea.
Jeez, I have
you seen him
audience
without the
members
beard?
calling in to critique my facial hair.
Well, if you want to see some pictures,
I
of
saw
Jeff,
credits.
if you want to see some
Aw.
well, if you want to see some pictures of Jeff without his beard, you can check out his MySpace and
I was about to say,
Facebook
how did
page.
you get
Okay,
them?
I hope it's better without the beard.
Do you like
does.
movies?
Yeah, I like movies. I want to take Eric to the movies.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's what you get
Very
for being
nice
clean
of you.
shaven.
He likes a nice rack. Do you have a nice rack?
Yes, I have a nice rack.
Well, why don't you email us through the.
Oh,
email us
I
through
hope
the
you call
MySpace
again
page.
on the live show. My new favorite caller.
Please contact us through our MySpace page. It's just MySpace/CineFiles. Thank you and
Thank
good
you,
night.
darling.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, that was funny as hell.
Cut.
What does that mean?
That
Come on,
was,
Major,
you got to
something.
admit that was an awesome show.
It started off.
It
pretty
started
rocky.
off bad, but come on, it got better in
got
the
a lot
middle.
better. About 10 minutes in, it got great.
that
Who was that guy who got one more thing? One more thing.
I got a good bit,
I'm
though.
trying to get laid, and this guy's stepping on my shoes.
He's got his cheese doodles.
Yo, cheese doodle juice.